Okay, everyone, now the fun begins. We're going to learn about the quadratic formula. Okay, how to use it and then what it means. Here we go. So here's problem 4 on a recent handout. And the thing I want you to notice is that we have this 4 here, which we call our A. That's our A coefficient. Okay. We have the 12 there, which is our B. We have the negative 135, which is our C. The thing I want to emphasize, guys, is watch your negatives. Notice that 135 is a minus or negative 135. If you miss a negative or minus, guys, in the formula, you will pay the price. Okay, so what is the quadratic formula? Well, the quadratic formula goes like this. Negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. And with a lot of practice, guys, over the next several months, you will actually have it memorized. Okay? But anyways, that's the quadratic formula, and that's what we're going to use. We're basically going to take the a, plug that in. We're going to plug in the b and also the c. Okay? So let's see how it works. Just cleaning things up here a little bit. So here we go. I know if I do the negative of b, which is 12, plus or minus square root b squared, so that would be 12 squared minus 4 times a, which is 4, times c, which is negative 135. That whole thing is divided by 2 times a, which is 4 again. So guys, again, pause the video if you need to. But hopefully hopefully you understand. All I did was plug in a, b, and c's, right? Right in our fancy quadratic formula. Now we got to do the math. And the first thing you usually start with, guys, is that square root right there. Okay? And you could do it old school, but I recommend you just get good at using your calculator, typing it in basically exactly the way you see it with parentheses. It's a very good habit to get into, guys, to use those parentheses. Don't be lazy with the parentheses, okay? Use them on your calculator now. And I'm going to show you that here in a minute. And after we do that, guys, you're going to notice over here we're going to have negative 12. The denominator is going to be 2 times 4, 8, plus or minus whatever the square root is. So, again, I'm just going to use my calculator. So here we go. Notice I typed in 12 squared minus 4 times 4 minus 135. I got 2,304. I did the square root of ands, which is another way of saying I did the square root of 2,304, and I got 48. So again, pause the video, guys, but notice how I use parentheses when I typed it into my calculator here. So we ended up with 48, right? Okay, so that's where the 48 is going to go. And now we're going to take negative 12 plus 48 and divide by 8 and get an answer. And we're going to take negative 12 minus 48 and divide by 8. So in other words, that plus or minus right there I just circled, guys, you're going to do a plus version and a minus version. Okay? So let's see what we get. As you can see right here, negative 12 plus 48 is 36. Once I divide it by 8, I get 4.5. So this right here is 4.5. And now I'm going to do negative 12 minus 48 divided by 8. Right here, negative 12 minus 48 is negative 60. Divided by 8 is negative 7.5. Negative 7.5. So, our solutions are 4.5 and negative 7.5. What's just as important, guys, is what does that mean? So let's look at the graph of this function. Guys, notice right here I have a nice parabola shape, right? Everyone knows a nice parabola shape. And on a close-up, you can see here is the x-axis I just marked in purple, guys. And notice, didn't it cross the x right there at negative 7.5? And on the right side at 4.5? And that is exactly what we got here. 4.5 and negative 4.5. So you see, guys, what the quadratic formula does is it helps us find what we call our zeros, or we also call those the x-intercepts, or also called the roots. And these three words go together, guys. They all mean the same thing. Until next time, bye.